Hey y'all, welcome back to Leslie's Mature Makeup and Beauty. Today I've got kind of a random assortment of things to try. I know I look super shiny, but we're going to be trying a powder foundation. So I used my more hydrating SPF, and then in the eyeshadow department, really the only new thing I've got is this little Essence Soft Touch eyeshadow. So I'm just going to throw some bronzer in the crease and use this guy on the lid. It looks like a shimmer. And then I've got some new brushes from Colourpop that I want to try out. I purchased these on the Ulta website, so they came with this cute little cup. I got an eye brush set and then a face brush set. They feel super soft, but I haven't used them yet. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. So, and we'll just kind of yammer along like usual. And I know I haven't been posting as much as I normally do. Been struggling a little bit with my depression, honestly. You know, still been taking my medicine and doing all the things that I normally do, but I don't know, just been struggling a little bit, but I'm trying to get back on track. Been sleeping too late and just using my L'Oreal Bronzer. We're going to use this on our face. This is the infallible 24-hour. So, you know, even though when you take medicine for your depression, you can still struggle. I mean, I do. Even though, like I say, I don't have anything really to be depressed about, but it's not really how it works. You know, you just kind of still have to work at it and fight with it, and so I've just been struggling a little bit, but hopefully we can get back on track here and just power through. I cannot believe it is August. My kids are going to be, well, I don't have kids going back to school, but you know, school's going to be starting back up for a lot of folks. Seems like they just go back earlier and earlier. Like, I know when I was in school, we didn't go back till the end of August. I know it was always usually after my dad's birthday, which is on like the 21st, so it just seems like they're back earlier and earlier and earlier. And then this little Essence Soft Touch Shadow, it's a tiny little guy, but it's like $2. So I thought they call it the Soft Touch Eyeshadow, and I've got the shade Champagne, which is just a shiny. I think I'm just going to apply it with my finger. I bet this would be a really pretty shade for like an inner corner highlight too. And I'm thinking next month, since it'll be September, but I was thinking about just doing a month of just kind of a shop my stash top, which I know that's not the best for growing your channel, because a lot of people like to see, you know, all the new things, but you know, with the economy the way it is, and you know, this is kind of an expensive hobby. That's a little bit texture enhancing, but not the worst. I may take a little bit of that bronzer on the outer corner just to deepen that up a little bit. I mean, I did put that shimmer everywhere, but I like a little bit of something a little darker out there. That'll do. I can't say, I thought maybe this would be an even more affordable alternative like a Super Shock shadow, but I don't know about that. We'll see how it lasts. And then for foundation, I've got the Essence 16 Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation. Excuse me. It is claims to be a long-lasting powder foundation with high coverage and matte finish, up to 16-hour wear, breathable and lightweight texture for a fresh feeling, transfer proof, waterproof, and formulated without some bad stuff. And it does have a little mirror and a sponge in here. I got the shade Classic Vanilla. And it's one of those where, you know, the sponge and stuff is underneath. And the sponge is a cute little thing. It's just one of those kind of foamy feeling ones, but it does have like a little doolally there for your finger. I don't know if I want to use that. And hopefully the shade will be okay. I guess I can try the sponge on one side and then we'll do a brush on the other. You know, the last powder foundation I tried was that one from e.l.f. and I did not love it. It's got a little bit of a scent to it. I can't really describe it. Well, just on this first side, even with this sponge, it looks better than that e.l.f. did. Which a lot of people love the one from e.l.f. It just did not, it was not flattering on my skin. So it looks a little bit weird on my nose. But let me come zoom y'all in a little bit here so y'all can kind of see. And of course we will go outside and take a look in natural light. So not as bad as the e.l.f., but still not sure how much I'll love it. And then for the other side, we'll do a brush. Where's my giant powder brush? Well, I guess I'm just going to take this brush from the Colourpop set. This is the F20. It's like a little round, kind of like a little round foundation brush. And when you swirl in, it does give you a little bit of powder kick up. This brush feels really nice. Of course, we'll have to see how they hold up, you know, after a few washings. I think I like it better with a brush. Let's see if I can buff that in on my nose a little bit. It's actually got pretty decent coverage, I think. Now, I look super pale just looking at me here, but in real life, it may be a little bit light. But I think once we bronze everything up, we'll be good. Looks a little bit funny, like I say, on my nose. But I also hit my nose with that sponge. So, alright, and then I'm going to throw on a little bit of bronzer. I'm just going to use the same one that I used. And I'm going to use this F18 from the Colourpop collection. It's just a big fluffy brush. Just going to use the L'Oreal Bronzer. These brushes feel really nice. I mean, they feel like good quality brushes. And they've got wooden, I think that's a wooden handle. Which I don't know why I didn't use the eye brushes when I put that bronzer in my crease. I guess I could show y'all what these come with. Now, the little cup for the face brushes is a little bit bigger, but for those you get the big powder brush, this kind of smaller foundation brush, an angled brush that looks like it would be good for blush, get a little fan brush, and then this little, I guess you could use this for like setting powder, but I like this size brush for like highlighter. And then the eye set, this is what you get, a little angled brush. Got a flat shader, kind of a fluffy crease brush, a little smaller shader brush, and then a couple of little different size fluffies. And the little cups came with this little doolally down in the bottom to like hold the brushes in, but I took that out because I can't be bothered with that. And then for blush, I thought I would throw on one of these NYX Sweet Cheeks that I picked up at Walmart for like $4. This is the shade Daydream. It's kind of a corally looking shade. I'm going to use the little angled brush in the Colourpop set. As I grabbed several of these since they were marked down for like half price. And I'm just kind of slowly tapping in and building up. Y'all know I like a little blush everywhere. I think that's pretty. And I don't know if my Walmart just had too many in stock or what was going on while they were in the clearance department. Because I grabbed several. I got the shade I just put on, Daydream. Then I got Rose in Play and Bang Bang. They're all matte, but I think that's pretty. And then for highlight, I'm just going to throw on a little bit of my Milani in Dolce Perla. This is their baked highlighter. I'm going to use that little, what looks like could be probably like a little setting brush. I know they all had descriptions, but I have chunked the packaging, so I don't know. And then I got a new mascara from Essence. This is their another volume mascara, just better. You know, the first mascara I tried from Essence, which I know their mascaras are super popular and a lot of people love them. That one I didn't love. This has got a kind of hourglassy shaped brush. Well, not really hourglassy, but it's super dense. Let me get that off my hand before I rub it all over the place. But the one that I tried from Essence before, it smudged and flaked on me, so I didn't love it, but I thought I would give this one a try. Because I have pretty long lashes. So I need, you know, volume. So that's one coat. It separates pretty good. So we've got 2 coats on this eye and just the one over here. So far I'm not super wowed. But this is my first time opening the tube, so you know, sometimes stuff gets better as it sits as long as it doesn't smudge or flake. I don't feel like it got like clumpy or anything though, you know. So that's 2 coats on each eye, and of course I've got a little bit underneath the bottom there, which is par for the course for me. I'll make sure I clean that up after it dries a little bit. That way we don't have, I don't have any smudges under there that I'm trying to blame on the mascara. I'm just going to throw in a little bit of NYX brow glue. I had filled my brows in a little bit with my Maybelline brow pencil. And then I've got a glossy lip stain from Colourpop we're going to try. And we're going to leave the giveaway open for maybe another week. So if you haven't entered that yet, my last video, the faves and fails and that kind of stuff, you go be subscribed, leave a comment on that video to enter the giveaway and see what's in it. So I'm just going to fill my lips in with, no, I'm not going to fill my lips in. I want to see how this does. See if it stays in my lip lines and kind of see what the color looks like just by itself. This is their Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Stain. I think it retails for like $8, and I got the shade Roll Out, which I think is supposed to be like a corally red. Okay. This does not look like what I thought it would look like. You see that difference? Is this the right? Yeah, it's the right one. Oh well. This is very corally. That's what that shade looks like by itself. It definitely looks more orangey than red, but we'll give her a go. Just got a little doe foot. It feels very like watery. Whoo, that's something. I guess that's one of the perils of online shopping. But if I had just seen that packaging in store, like, that is not the same. So far it feels good. And we're gonna go outside and maybe y'all will be able to see this powder foundation sitting just a little bit weird on my nose, but I did only use the sponge on my nose, so, you know, using just the brush on the nose may be a better option. But overall, other than my nose, it looks pretty good. This is drying down just a little bit. It feels just a little bit on the tacky side, but not bad. But let's go take a look outside at everything in natural light. All right, so this is just a quick peek at everything in natural light. I'm gonna step out here in the bright sun in just a second. This lip stain feels just a little bit tacky, and it doesn't stay glossy like the L'Oreal glossy lip stain type thing, or the one from like the Maybelline vinyl lips. Those stay kind of glossy looking, whereas this one doesn't really. Mascara looks okay, blush is pretty, and the powder foundation, it looks a little weird on my nose, but other than that, it actually looks okay. I'm gonna step out here in the bright sun and let y'all get a good look. I'm not a huge fan of the shade of this lip, but I could always change it with, you know, a lip liner. But that's how everything is looking in real life. Now, I am going to be outside. I'm going to be in the woods, though, and I will have my little fan. So we'll kind of see how everything holds up. But so far, not bad. Hey, y'all. So today is a completely different day again, which is kind of par for the course for me if I'm trying to test a foundation. I come in yesterday and just jumped in the shower and washed my face. But, so let me zoom y'all in a little bit here. You can see the mascara has smudged all under my eye there. And then same on this side, I've got a good bit of smudging right under here. Now I did get out and get sweaty today. I used a different shade of the blush, but other than that, you know, I applied everything. Well, when I applied the foundation, I just did it with a brush all over, and that did look better on my nose. Now I do have, it's kind of wearing off some on my nose, my chin, and, you know, a little bit on my lip. It's been about 9 hours, if I didn't mention that. But I think if I hadn't been sweaty, I mean, you know, I've been outside since like 10 this morning. I think it probably would hold on pretty good. The mascara has smudged both days. And it also seems like with that mascara, like it's not as prominent on my upper lashes as it was. And the lip stain does stain your lips. It goes on feeling really watery, and then it kind of dries down. Now I have put on lip balm several times today, you know, just my clear lip balm. But I've still got a little bit of color there. The blush has held on well. I did use a different shade today. I used this Rose and Play. It's a little pinker. But just based on 2 days of wearing this stuff, the blushes I think are good. The powder foundation I think is good. It even, like under my eyes, I'm gonna zoom y'all back out just a little bit. Even under my eyes, it doesn't look like dry or cakey. So I think this is something I could probably maybe like set my concealer with or something. Now this little soft touch eyeshadow, I should have left y'all zoomed in. I don't love it. It's not super flattering, and it's kind of, it's creasing even like right here on this portion of my lid, which is kind of odd. Usually if I'm going to get creasing, it's, you know, a little higher than that. So I don't love this. But powder foundation I like. These NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blushes I like. The glossy lip stain, it's okay. I think I might like it better if the shade was more like what I thought I was getting, you know, that deeper, you know, a more deeper red. But overall, oh, and the brushes. I've used these, you know, I've only used these a couple of times, but they're all super soft. I think they perform well. They've got, you know, the handles and things are nice. Ferrules, you know, and you get the 2 little cups. So I think those are going to be a good buy. Of course, we'll have to see how they hold up through several washes and that kind of stuff. But overall, I'm pretty pleased. Just those, you know, the mascara and then this little soft touch eyeshadow are the only things that I really don't think are good. And this, you know, like I said, this glossy lip stain, it's okay. But yeah, that's those are kind of my final thoughts on that stuff. I thank y'all so much for watching, and hopefully we can get back on track. I've been feeling a little bit better these last couple of days, so hopefully, you know, I can get back in the swing of things. But I thank y'all so much for watching. And remember, if you didn't watch my last video and enter the giveaway, go back and do that on my July faves and fails. Make sure you leave a comment and be subscribed so y'all can enter that giveaway, and I'll be picking a winner. Probably give it another week, and you know, I'll definitely notify you. You know, I'll reply to your comment, but I will never ask you for any money. You know, don't reply to any kind of a WhatsApp or a Telegram. That is not me. I will just ask you to email me your mailing address, and that will be the only thing that I need. I will not want any money for shipping or any of that kind of stuff. So just keep that in mind. But I thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.